Brand new month. Welcome to the September 1st edition of Donovan Bailey Running Things. Jason Portuondo alongside my brethren, the living legend himself. Man, oh man, summer is done just like that. But the good news is we're that much closer to the Worlds.
Dude, I got to tell you, I mean, I'm very happy to be back in Toronto.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you, bud. Yeah, I'm just at a meeting right now, but I have to bend into and lean into my fans because I mean, at the end of the day, Jason, we did make a promise, but I have to tell you,
okay,
it's cold. It's cold, man. It's cold.
Cold.
What happened to summer? What, Jason Portuondo? What happened to summertime? This is still summertime. It's September. The kids have not gone back to school yet, and it's freezing, dude. What's up?
I can tell you what's up. You left Jamaica. That's what's up. You're now in Canada, so welcome back to reality. What's that song say? Back to life, back to reality. There you go.
That is true.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, so Donovan Bailey Running Things. Appreciate you tuning in as per always. It's a brand new month. We're that much closer to Worlds as talk about. We're going to discuss what happened in Zurich. We're going to talk a little Noah Lyles. Christian Coleman. Good on him. That's his first win of the year. Right. Never too late to get that first. And then we'll talk about Julien Alfred. Haven't seen her since, London? So things are percolating. But, as we get set for Worlds, did you learn anything recently in terms of what happened in Zurich, or is pretty much what you expected?
No, you know what? I think, no, I don't think that there's no one that competed in Zurich that's either delivering a message, or anything of that sort. I mean, we'll certainly discuss Christian Coleman winning and what it means. Julien is really just maintaining, because I'm saying to you, as I said to you before, a lot of the athletes that's going to shine, including Julien, is training through Zurich, and I find it kind of funny that the Diamond League finals is before the World Championships, because usually it's after, right? So there is no one that's going to be of significant in Japan that's going to show their cards in Zurich. I mean, obviously, you've got someone like Julien running a stellar race, understanding what she needs to do. But at the end of the day, it's really just about execution and maintaining health and understanding that the bigger picture, the greater prize is in Japan.
Yeah, fair enough. But we still did crown 26 champions at Zurich. And it was phenomenal stuff. I really enjoyed it. And of course, Noah Lyles put on a show like he always does, which brings us nicely to our race of the week, brought to you by our good friends at BioPods. Check them out, biopods.com, a chance to empower your every step. Man, this race was step for step, right down to the end. Let's listen.
Tobogo gets the best out of the blocks. Lyles just loses a meter or so on that bend. Ogando is going well, and also in lane 3 and 4, Gregory right up there, but it's Lyles and Ogando trying to chase down Tobogo. Tobogo's got half a yard, and now it's down to 10 centimeters, and now it's almost dead heat. Who's going to get another line? Lyles!
Wow, phenomenal stuff. What a race, separated by the narrowest of margins. The final numbers, 1974 to 1976. Lyles by that much.
Execution, my man. Execution. I mean, and it's funny because neither one of these athletes are trying to overexert themselves, and they because they both understand that the big prize is in Japan. However, I'm very certain that Noah is trying to one up Leslie Tobogo. He wants to maintain that winning streak. Maybe he wants to prove to Tobogo that the win last year was because he was sick, but it's still going to be very interesting, man. Both of these guys, neither one of them, I mean, Noah Lyles is always going to execute properly, and that's what you need to understand.
Yeah.
Whether you like him or not, the kid executes fantastically. In the 100 meters, he stays in the pocket. In the 200 meters, which definitely is the self-proclaimed race that he dominates, and also the one that he actually has dominated. He executes. He executes. He stays in the pocket. He stays relaxed. He stays tall. Keeps his stride open. Keeps his gait. Keeps his diaphragm. Keeps his body and stride pattern relaxed. So, I mean, I like the race. What did I get from it? I don't think I got much from it. I think that no, but I'm saying to you that because you always say I sit in the fence. I think that Tobago is going to be more prepared. I think that Tobago is still a wild card or wild horse. I think that Tobago can win the deuce. I think that Noah Lyles Noah loves this, right? Again, whether he's just chirping, or not, he delivers on the track. And that's really you no matter what you think of the man, you have to respect him because that's what he does. So, I didn't get much from the race. I mean, I expected that it was going to be close, and it was close. So essentially, I'm looking forward to Japan when all the marbles are on the line, and I'm going to also see, what lanes. I'm always going to see like what lanes they both get in the finals. That's going to see a lot of things about how it is that execution occurs.
They got a good look at one another in this race
100%.
because, Noah's right there in 6, Tobago right there in 7. I got a lot out of this race. I saw something that has me a little intrigued. I'm going to Boho in the final. I'm going with the reigning Olympic champion in the final. To me, you talked about gamesmanship. I saw a brother say, okay, I'm good, and gave it up at the last second. Not disrespecting Lyles because he's now won 6 Diamond League titles. Right. And that's never been done before on the track and field side. I think 7 is the overall record, but I think that was a field event, if I'm not mistaken. But 6, I think he's the first to get 6. So I never discount Noah, no matter if he's running the 1 or the 2, prefer him at the 2. But if you ask me right now, my money would be on Tobago.
So, you know what, Jason? That's also not a bad bet, bro. That's not a bad bet. I mean, that's not a bad bet. I'm saying to you that Tobago, like it's crazy that people always look at personalities. Tobago shows up to big championships, and he's a gamer. Like you know that he's ready. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying to you that over the first 50 meters, running the corner, and then coming off the turn, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Right? I mean, Noah is probably thinking, hey man, I'm not going to allow this guy to beat me. But at the major championships, more pressure. Yep. Fans, noise, media. It's going to be cool. I mean, I think that that's. I mean, I'm not gonna call it right now, Jason. Okay. I mean, we'll do that in the next show. But I'm going to definitely take Tobago in consideration because I too believe that he's ready. He's ready, and he understands the gravity of the championships and what it means not only to Botswana, his culture, but Africa as a continent. And also, I think that he has got a nice, it's almost like a non-verbal, unspoken rivalry with Noah Lyles. So I you know what? It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I mean, I'll give me another week, to kind of make a definitive plan on who I think the deuce is going to be. But I got to tell you, man, that's not at all a bad bet. Saying that Tobago can win the Worlds.
Yeah, the Worlds are so tough, and we all know that, just the way it should. Here's what I'm thinking. Tobago's my choice right now. I got Brian Lavelle as my wild card. I wouldn't be surprised if Noah got shut out.
Who else?
The 1 and the 2, if he doesn't win neither of those. Call me crazy, but it's possible. As much as I am a Noah Lyles fan, wouldn't be surprised to see him win both, but wouldn't be surprised to see him lose both as well.
I can tell you now, I do not see Noah winning the 100 at all.
Okay.
I do not see that. The 200 meters is tougher. I think that there's a cool rivalry between him and Bednarik.
For sure.
And like you said, Brian's the wild card. I mean, we don't know what he's going to do, but the guy ran 1969. So at the end of the day, that's humming. That's
Yep.
humming against world-class people. So I think in the deuce, no, it's definitely going to be on the podium. Whether he wins the gold, I mean, again, that's something that we're going to discuss. But between him, Bednarik, and probably Brian right now that are running hellified fast, it's going to be fun.
All right, and we should shout out to Boho as well, winning the Jesse Owens Rising Star Award for the second straight year. It goes to Diamond League final participant, 23 years of age or younger, and for the second year, Boho wins that. And
he's still that young. He's still that young.
You know what? It was like, who's the American runner again? That it seemed like he'd been around. Arian Knighton seemed like he'd been around for like 10 years. And then you look up and he was like 22 or whatever it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get that kind of feeling with Boho. It's the same thing. But yeah, you know what? Hope springs eternal. Noah says from here, I'm going to go back to Amsterdam, continue my training, then off to Worlds. And hey, take nothing away from Mr. Lyles. The title is his until someone takes the belt from around his waist. So that was the deuce. It finishes Lyles to Boho Ogando. The 100, Christian Coleman. I mean, good on him. It's been a rough season for him on and off the track. We know about the stuff with Sha'Carri, obviously. That's, been talked about. But Christian Coleman winning his first race of the season. I don't know if he can get in. I mean, he wants a wild card, but, Lyles has got that as the reigning champ. Maybe Christian goes part of the relay team. I'm not really sure. But he does get the win in 997 over Simbini and Blake.
When I watched the race with Christian, I mean, first of all, I'm a fan of Christian. Him and Fred Curley are both kind of reminds me of like old school guys who could have competed with us, right? The attitude and the competitiveness. But I'm very happy with Christian. I mean, at the end of the day, he definitely faced a bunch of off-track stuff. I don't care to discuss any of that because none of my business. And at the end of the day, I just want this kid to show up, get ready, run well. What I liked about him is that he got out. I mean, and typical Christian Coleman, the first 30 meters belonged to him. The first 50 meters belonged to him. And what I loved about this race and the execution that he did is that he relaxed at 80 meters. He relaxed at 80 meters, followed through, ran decent, beat the field. So good on him, man. I mean, I'm hoping I still don't know, and I guess you wouldn't, whether or not he's gonna get the wild card position for for the 100 meters in Japan. But I like the fact that even if he's finishing the season on this note, or he's going to go to Worlds and be part of the relay team, or he's going to participate in one or two competitions after, I'm glad that he is where he is at this point in the season. So good on you, Christian, man. Great run. Love the fact that, again, amidst all the crap on the outside of track, you've come to execute. At the end of the day, we know that track and field it's actually any sport. Any sport is the ability to get the very best out of your body is to make sure that you free your mind of every single thing that's bothering you and that's taken away from you and building cortisol in your body. So Christian, good on you. Love how you ran. Great execution. Hope you get into Worlds to run the 100. If not, go there, run the relay, try and get a medal. Finish up the season well and start indoor campaign next year. Like whatever, you know what I mean? Like for me as an optimist, I just want to make sure that these guys all have an incredible opportunity to do great things.
Yep, I hear you 100%. And that's what I love about this track and field sport is that we're going from the 22-year-old to Boho to the veteran Christian Coleman, the man who is the 60 record holder. We get that. But he wins 997, close race because Simbini was right there in 998. Blake third, 999. Pretty good field, you know what I mean? Jeremy Azu was in there, the world indoor champ from this season. Brandon Hicklin is in there, Trayvon Brumell. So this is a pretty good field that he beat. So you're right. Even if it was his last, it was something that can perhaps springboard him into 2026.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I mean, again, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do. I also want to see what the next 10 days hold for Akini Simbidi. Now, this is someone that started the season, and he started the season crushing people.
Yeah, I couldn't touch him.
Running sub 10, being undefeated. He's one of the elder statesmen in the field, but he's running really well. Akeem Blake, the young upstart from Jamaica. He's number 3 on the depth chart from Jamaica, but he expects to be. I'm very certain that he expects to be in the finals. So both of those two. I mean, Jeremy Azu, as you said before. I mean, 60-meter indoor champion. So we know at least that he should be in the finals. But again, still a world-class field that Christian beat, and we're hoping to see him as well as the other aforementioned athletes in the finals in Japan, up against Noah and Kishane and Oblique, Zarnell. I mean, and the likes of those stars of today. So I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. All stepping stones as we get set to talk about Worlds. We'll do more in that coming up, as mentioned, in the next edition of Donovan Bailey Running Things. Jason Portuondo alongside DB himself. Thanks for tuning in. Those of you just joining us, we've discussed Lyles' victory, Coleman's victory, both obviously on the men's side, the 2 and the 1 from Zurich, the finals for the Diamond League. How about Julien Alfred? We've been talking a lot about Melissa Jefferson Wooden, and rightfully so. She has stolen the spotlight, but Julien comes back. First time we've seen her running the 100 since, I think, London, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of Diamond League. And she strolls, just a comfortable win for her. And I think 10.76 was the time there. So Julien back doing Julien things, defeating the Clayton sisters of Tia Clayton. Actually, Marie Jose Talou Smith was rounding out the top 3.
Well, I mean, we're back to this again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said early in the season,
punch counter punch.
Yes, exactly. I was in early in the season. Melissa started running well, and she's maintained it. And Julien is a reigning champion, but again, a different animal, training in a different environment. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you, I like the idea of seeing both of these women at their best is incredible. Jason, I mean, I know that Melissa is consistently running 10.7 and 10.6 this season, but I'm telling you, I from my lens, I observed a couple of gears that Julien has at about a 40 to 60 meter mark, and if she shifts those gears and then stays relaxed when she hits top speed, then it's gonna be very, very interesting. It will be close, but I'm letting you know that my money probably would still be on Julien. I'm saying to you that what she did in Zurich, I expected that. Her poise, her confidence, has allowed me to kind of see that. I also know that the environment that she's training, the coach that she has, and the attitude and that she has, knowing that she's shouldering the entire small island of St. Lucia, is everything. And what I've seen is that she's delivered every time she's been asked to. So for the 100 meters, I like Julien is going to be tough to beat. But again, the top 2 medals for sure. The top 2 medals is going to St. Lucia and America. We know that.
Well, it's so funny because on the guys' side, you can mention a handful of possible,
sure.
Right? I mean, You talk about Seville, you talk about Kishane, you talk about Noah, you know what I mean? Taboho, right. Whatever, but it seems like you're right. You don't want to say it's a 2-horse race for the 100, but kind of feels like a 2-horse race for the 100. And by the way, Julien's time of 10.76, I think her national time when she won in the Olympics was 10.72, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know what? She's kind of warming up to the task as well. I mean, yeah, I can't wait. Put it this way. As much as I hate the fact that September means the end of summer, I love it because, like I said, we're getting closer and closer to the Worlds.
It's still going to be warm in Japan, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that. No, it's going to be hot in Japan. It's going to be hot on the track, and it's going to be hot on the track. It's going to be hot on the thermometer. And I'm just saying, dude, I love what it is that I see. Mm-hmm. And again, I'll say it to you and I'll say it to the public. I understand, like, Like it's almost like having a standard car or a standard shifter. And I saw Julien make a move. I saw Julien make a move and kind of gap the field and come up beside Melissa. And then it was a tussle to get to the line. So I'm just saying to you that I'm very certain. If I know Edric the way I know Edric, if I know the environment of University of Texas where they train and Edric coaches, if I know Julien, how I've observed her competitiveness and competition and execution.
Right.
She has an extra gear. She has an extra gear in the middle of the race. And if she gets up in the middle of the race and she leaves everybody, it's going to be over.
Wow. Okay. I like I said, I can't wait. As I'm being like a little kid in the candy shop. So,
Right.
wow, giddy is what I am. So again, Julien Alfred, by the way, positive win. Should have mentioned, by the way, before, negative win for both Lyles winning and Christian Coleman winning. 0.4 negative win for Coleman, 0.3, I do believe, for Lyles. This was actually 0.3 tailwind for Julien Alfred. So I just want to mention that for what it is. In the deuce, now, we often talk about the Zurich Diamond League final being just about money and trophy, and sure, it's about that as well, but it's also a chance to gain a wild card spot. Brittny Brown did exactly that. She was fourth at the U.S. trial, so didn't get into the top three, but now she gets into the Worlds as a wild card. She wins in 22-13 over Dina Asher-Smith and Marie-Josée Talou-Smith. So it's 22-13, 22-18, and 22-25.
Dude, I got to tell you this. I mean, I think that I love the idea of there's several options for some of these athletes who didn't make it on at their country's trials.
Right.
And also the governing body of our sport is allowing these athletes who are very good and should be seen by the public,
Right.
allowing them an option to get in. So again, I'm loving the fact that Brittny did her thing.
Yeah.
She probably expected to be on the podium in the U.S. at the U.S. trials, didn't get in. Now she gets to go in. Why not? She probably gets to knock out a few people that probably she doesn't think deserves to be there. So listen. I mean, at the end of the day, the World Championships means this to me. I want to see the very best. I mean, Jason, you and I are both sports fans across the board anyways. If I'm watching boxing, I want to see the greatest guys or the greatest people. I'm watching tennis. I'm watching Taylor Townsend and all what she's going through, all of that. I want to see the great, and Coco Gauff and Naomi. I'm just saying, I want to see the very best. If I'm watching golf, I want to see the very best. Basketball, baseball, football. So whatever it is I'm watching, I want to see the very best. So track, being an individual sport, if there's not room or space for someone to make their individual team at their trials, I am very happy that the World Track and Field governing bodies has allowed options to allow some of the great athletes to make it for themselves. And so, I mean, again, we'll be looking forward to the incredible performances, especially some of those athletes who just made it in and were probably way more hungrier than the others. So I know you and I are talking about some people, some of the athletes that we think will be top three or make it to the podium, but as we both know, there's going to be some surprises, brother.
Oh,
so especially some of these athletes that just made it in and now they feel they've got something to prove. So I think it'd be great.
Yep. Hope springs eternal. Can't keep saying that enough. So Julien Alfred defends her title. Brittny Brown does the same. Sawaid Nasser, we should mention, in the 400. Wow.
Yeah.
The Bahrain champ from 2019, the world champion. I mean, this is her third Diamond League, first since 2019. Hats off to her. She held off that late charge from the Dominican, Marilena Paulino, My Lady Paulino. So, yeah, you know what? I know we talk about the 1 and the 2 all the time, but Emmanuel Wanyonyi able to win in the 8. Marco Arop, the Canadian, was third. Even Cordell Tint, doing the hurdles, a 12.92. That was a special time there in the 110. So, yeah, there's so many fabulous, moments and record-breaking performances. Carson Warholm in the 400. Femke Bol wins like her 5th Like just so many things to talk about outside of, sprinting efforts.
Well, I mean, hey, listen, I'm a fan of sport, and at the end of the day, I mean, I might not tell you all the things that about 400-meter hurdles or the 800. Now,
Yeah.
do I watch it? Absolutely. Is Jason Portuondo my man to explain a lot of these things to me? Absolutely. What I can tell you is everything about the sprints, everything about the power sprints, and everything about the speed endurance. But yeah, Jason, we're both fans, and we're looking forward to all. I mean, my God, come on. We talk about the jumps all the time. We talk
Yep.
about, Mondo Duplantis. I mean, come on. So at the end of the day, we are fans and looking forward to the incredible performances that's gonna occur.
So once again, Carson Warholm, Cordell Tinch, Femke Bol, Salah Eid Nasser, all breaking meeting records. Some of them breaking their own records.
That means they're ready, dude.
Yes.
Listen, at the end of the day, yes, we talk about the surprises that are coming in. Every single one of the athletes that you just mentioned, Jason, are peaking at the right time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I'll also be on CBC. So I mean, we're gonna be there, talking to you all. Again, subscribe, do whatever you got to do, stay with us. But yeah, man, we're here talking about and pointing out athletes who are getting ripe and getting ready for the World Championships to show up and to show out.
All right, ripe and ready. We are that for the anchor leg as we get set to wrap things up.
A cleaning stage with Donovan Bailey is pouring it up.
Great Canadian Sauce Company sponsoring this and every edition of the anchor leg. And just a couple quick things I want to get your take on. First of all, we talked about that 800-meter phenom by the name of Cooper Lucan House. Well, he's turning professional. You knew that was coming, right? And he signs with Nike. So you have to remember, regardless of what it is, we all remember our first. You obviously remember your first professional deal. So congratulations. His with Nike. Who was yours with back in the day?
Funny enough, I had a provisional contract with Nike, and they were testing me. And then Adidas came in and as they say in Jamaica, kick where your foot, Adidas came in and signed a multi-year, multi-million-dollar contract.
Yeah, money talks and something else walks. We wouldn't have to, we wouldn't have to even go there. But how good is this for the U.S. high schooler to be going pro and getting a contract with Nike? Pretty cool.
Let me tell you this, Jason. I mean, at the end of the day, here's what's incredible about track and field. And track and field, to all the audience out there, track and field, tennis and golf is the exact same thing. At the end of the day, if someone is 12 years old and they can leave you, they do not need to go through the path of high school or college. This kid is a world beater today as a teenager. So at the end of the day, I am very certain right away, all the shoe companies were in a bidding war to get him. All of them, especially the distance shoe companies, were in a bidding war to get him. And of course, it would be silly for his parents or his coach, I'm sure the people that are advising him, to not let him understand that you are now a professional, dude. You have no reason, none whatsoever, to go run against anyone in your peer group.
Tell you, man, that one run put him on the map. Put him 100%. On the map. Man, when I was 16, I'm trying to afford a pair of Nikes. Never mind getting signed by Nike, man. Tell you.
You've got a couple of zeros, dude.
Oh, yeah. You got the zeros.
There's a couple of zeros in that contract.
You talked U.S. Open tennis. You spoke of Osaka, who, by the way, swept golf earlier today as of the taping, which was surprising. But what about Venus Williams, 45 years strong, teaming up with the 22-year-old Canadian Leylah Fernandez? They're off to the quarterfinals playing doubles. It was a phenomenal thing. They didn't even really know each other. They got together, and what Venus is doing for so many younger and older people out there, it's just simply great.
Listen, once a professional, always a professional. And it's very certain. It's very certain that Venus is paying homage to her dad who took her and her sister, from wherever they came from to wherever they got. Yeah. I mean, and at the end of the day, right now at 45, she's still kicking ass.
Yep.
So why not? You know what I mean? I'm just saying to that. What else can you say? Congratulations. Keep going, keep humming, and keep beating these other athletes. Forget about age. Age is definitely not a number here, and it definitely shows that the work that she's put in over the years has allowed her to continue to shine at the highest level, regardless of her age.
I hear you. Fair enough. Let's wrap things up with this, because we often tell our viewers, our listeners, send in your comments, your questions. Ask DB is what the segment we're going to draw it up as. And this is Linville Reed. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Said in your next segment, Linval. Okay, you want to use Linval, and if you want to. Okay, I'm just doing the politically correct way. It's Linville Reed.
Go on, man. Go on.
So in your next segment, can you talk a little bit about what it really means when athletes are running, loading, and then tapering off? What does that mean? Explain why you think oblique is not as his peak. What's running loaded, and are Cashane and oblique running loaded? What does tapering off look like, and what would they do to get to their peak?
Well, I mean, by the way, incredible question.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's above my my sprint.
No.
So over to you.
Incredible question. There are a lot of athletes that that are, well, first of all, the end of the year or the championships is where it is that you want to maximize your body, which simply means that it's almost like a boxer weighing in, right? You want to have your body at your lightest, but your engine. So all of the work that you put in, all the training and the weights, all of that. You want your body, you want your body to be at its lightest, and your engine to be at its most powerful. So I'm saying to you that there's a lot of the athletes now, even in the Diamond League, that will just happen. There's a lot of the athletes now that are still essentially not loading yet. What they are doing is training through competition. What's going to happen now, like from now, Jason, till we see the World Championship, the finals, is that everybody's going to taper. Everyone's going to taper. It's dropping weights. If they're on creatine, they're going to get off creatine. They're still going to start, maximizing weight training, bounding, essentially setting up the nervous system to make sure that they're at their peak. So that's really what that is. Hopefully that's a good enough explanation for Linville or Linval. But that's essentially what it is for all of you out there. You will have to taper the body. Make sure that you understand whatever the nutrition is that you're on, that's adjusted. Your therapy is adjusted. Everything's adjusted now so that you're at your very best, your very lightest. So essentially, if your car, you're coming in at your lightest and your engine is purring on all cylinders.
What he said, what he just said. Yeah, exactly. So appreciate it, Linville. Hopefully that answers the question. And again, if you have anything you want to know, just pose it to me, to us. I will ask him. That's just the way we roll. Last thing I need to know. NFL season starts Thursday night in Philadelphia. Champs hosting the Cowboys. Week 1, the Las Vegas Raiders, a team near and dear to your heart, playing at New England. When we speak next, will your team be 1-0 or 0-1?
What kind of question is that, dude?
Talk with your head, not your heart. Talk with your head, not your heart.
Once a Raider,
head,
dude. Listen, I am a Raider. Once a Raider, always a Raider. We will be 1-0.
Fair enough. All right. And with that, we are good to go for now. We appreciate you, as always, tuning in. Please continue to like, share, follow, download, subscribe. I am Jason Portuondo saying thanks again for the company. He is Donovan Bailey, the man that's going to take us out. Go ahead, Mr. DB.
Absolutely. Like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Until next time, though. Peace out.